Welcome everybody to the Beat of the Bronx episode 38, right? Yeah,
38.
38.
38.
All right, so what are we getting into today?
Well, happy Halloween week.
Halloween week.
Busy week for all the parents out there nowadays. I mean, they have so many different things to do. A little different from when we were
Most
young.
of my patients say, "Oh, you're busy. You have little kids at
Yeah.
Halloween." That's what everyone says. We got some Giants
Yeah,
and
some Giants and Yankee news and notes here, and we'll start off with Cam Scatterbo and his injury. Ian Rappaport tweeted this morning. I'll read right off of it. Cam Scatterbo's injury has roughly a 6 month recovery, which means that even at the very latest benchmark, he should be able to go for OTAs and minicamp. It was a really bad
that was
looking
terrible.
injury, the dislocation of his foot, but they said that he also suffered a ruptured deltoid ligament, the side of your ankle, that little ball on the side of your ankle, and a fibula fracture. So it was
That's messy.
ugly, gruesome,
I feel so
gruesome
bad that
injury.
that
And
happened to that kid,
just I don't want to make it about this, but there was a lot of dirty tackles on the Philadelphia Eagles
particularly
side.
the one that sent him down.
That was
But
one, and also the flying knee on one of the kickoffs too
yeah,
that Gunnar Olszewski had that was never called. But the officiating was terrible on both sides for both teams, the whole game pretty much. And get well soon, Cam Scatterbo.
yeah, poor
Also,
Cam.
I didn't see anything else, but Daniel Bellinger had a neck injury.
Yeah,
Cordell Flott had the
it's a
concussion.
lot of injuries
Yeah,
going on.
lot of injuries, and
In general, in football, I've seen it lately. I feel like
yeah,
it's just a little bit more
just
injuries
seems
than
like that.
usual.
And we don't know anything yet about Paulson Adebo, whether he'll be playing this week, but we'll
Right.
find out, closer. But yeah, just a lot of injuries, and get well soon to Cam Scatterbo.
We got some dates coming up for
Yeah,
baseball,
some
though,
dates for
right?
baseball on the baseball front here. So with the World Series going on now, the series tied up at 2-2, and
After that crazy extra inning game, that was
crazy,
nuts.
the second longest World Series game, and funny how Brad Paisley
Oh, isn't
did
that
the
weird?
national anthem
What a coincidence!
these weird games. But
All these extra inning games, he's saying the national anthem. That's so weird.
crazy. But it's been a pretty fun World Series. We've been following it,
Yeah, we've been watching
having
some.
it on in the background
Mhm.
from afar, and
It's hard not to have baseball on in the background when that's what's on the
you know,
television somewhere.
seeing
So
seeing Shohei and Vladdy, flexing their
man,
star power here.
watching Vladdy do what he's
And
doing
I mean, even
is unbelievable too.
Shohei's unbelievable.
You don't even have to mention that because that's on another
Shohei's
planet. But you know what? I feel like the way they've been going back and forth,
Mhm.
Toronto and the Dodgers, that like you really see how evenly matched they are and how they're both just unbelievably good teams.
Yeah, definitely the two best teams so far this
It should have been them. I mean, don't get me wrong, would it have been
Really.
nice if it was us? Yeah,
What
but
the Blue Jays have been
it was
doing,
different. They're just unbelievable.
really, and just what they've been doing with their ragtag bunch, really.
And a lot of people are not giving them enough credit
No.
out there in the sports world. I've seen a lot of comments and videos about,
Especially on Twitter.
like a lot of people that they were underperforming all year. And now what does that show you? It shows you that the playoffs are a crapshoot. It's not a crapshoot.
Why?
It's these teams,
That's the Cashman line.
these teams, I think, from what we're seeing,
They
they're
were
there for a reason.
definitely there for a reason.
Yeah.
Two of the best teams Dodgers definitely the best team in the class of the National League. And both teams have had their struggles throughout the regular season.
Yeah, everyone does. That's why it's a marathon, right?
Exactly. Marathon, not a sprint.
It's
But it will feel a little bit like a sprint, even though it's probably going to be, an elongated off season here. So
yeah, I'm
um,
curious.
once the World Series comes to an end, free agency starts 5 days after whatever the end of the World Series.
Whatever game it is.
From the way it's looking, it looks like it could possibly go 7
Yeah,
weeks.
what you were saying from the beginning, you were saying
I think it can go 7. So 5 days after the World Series, free agency.
you can re-sign your own player
Yeah.
within those 5 days,
Yes.
but you can't sign a player from a different team
Correct.
until the 5-day
Yes.
period ends,
Yeah.
right?
And with those 5 days after free agency starts and qualifying offers, which we'll see
I'm
if
very interested to see that.
Trent's going to get his qualifying offer. I think he's going to. Whether or not he'll take it, we'll see.
Well, yeah, that's
I think he's going to. And the GM meetings start November 10th through the 13th.
the 21st is a big date.
21st is a big date. Non-tender and 40-man deadline is on November 21st. And now keep in mind, Yankee fans, probably mostly Yankee fans listening to us out there.
I would think.
Yankees have 14 players eligible for arbitration. And then the winter meetings begin December 8th through the 11th. So we have the 5 days after the World Series is
Right.
completed. Between the winter meetings now, it just seems like, and it's straight speculation from my end, that most of the movement this offseason will probably be done around the winter meetings time. We know the Tariq Skubal
There's always something that goes on.
rumors are going to be in full effect. But
But
I would expect it to be. I don't expect anything big to happen.
I have to be honest. I don't think there's going to be much of
between the
anything.
completion of the World Series and the winter meetings.
Yeah,
It'll probably be a little bit of a slow dragging off season. Some news.
I think we're not going to see much big ones.
No,
until after the new year.
I would say winter meetings after New Year.
Yeah.
Even with probably closer to spring training too, with most of them being Scott.
And that's also been a trend that's kind of been happening more and more every year. People sign later and later.
It starts to drag out a little.
Even during spring training, we're seeing major signings during spring training.
Yeah. So with the Yankee coaching front, you might have seen my video from a few days ago. Desi Drusel will be returning as the assistant pitching coach. Preston Claiborne, who was hired last season to take his position, will be staying. That was from Jeff Passan and Andy Martino tweeted those out. Andy said that either Claiborne or Drusel will become the bullpen coach.
Okay.
Which Mike Hawkey left after 16 seasons with the club. So we'll see. I mean, if I had to guess, and I'm just guessing, straight speculation, I would probably think Preston Claiborne is going to be the one to go to the bullpen. I mean, it could be Desi, but I think Claiborne, who was a reliever in his own right, I think he's gonna be the one that goes out there. But we'll find out eventually. I mean, there's no first base coach as of right now. Matt Blake and Tanner Swanson's options that we talked about briefly were picked up. Naturally, which we thought would happen.
Yeah. We knew that we're going to change much.
We haven't heard anything about a first base or third base coach yet. And Miguel Rojas, who has involvement in the Lido Dom Dominican team.
Yeah.
That the Martian Jason Dominguez is playing on. It's Leonis.
Oh, I don't remember. But regardless,
whatever.
There's going to be some interesting things happening with.
There's going to be some interesting. Now, the big news this week also was the Mets got rid of former Yankee Antoine Richardson, who's well known for being one of the better first base coaches with the success that the Mets had. Juan Soto had 40 stolen bases this year, 40. Just real unbelievable. And now a lot of
that's
people,
something that we really are lacking in. When it comes to
I could see the Yankees entertaining it. Two things I think of with Antoine Richardson becoming the Yankees' first base coach. Number one, he was the runner who scored on Derek Jeter's final hit, that walk-off against the Baltimore Orioles, Derek Jeter's final game. And he was an outfielder. So assuming that he would be the outfield coach along with being the first base coach. Now, the only thing is Luis Rojas was the third base coach and the outfield instructor for the Yankees. So just an interesting thing to think about, that if, they are planning on bringing Rojas back. Rojas was the outfield instructor. So if Antoine Richardson came aboard, how would that work?
Yeah.
But I guess, that's all things the Yankees would figure out. But with their base running, blunders the past few seasons, not great on the base paths. And, why not entertain the idea of bringing back, a former Yankee who's a well-regarded coach, throughout the league. And Eric Chavez, who's another former Yankees coach, who I lean to think will be returning to the Yankees in some way, shape, or form, went to his Instagram story and spoke about how, highly touted of a coach Antoine Richardson is, and how he's one of the best in the business. So be very interesting to see how the Yankees, coaching department pans out here. And we've been, from our last episode, we're calling for a Yankee legend here.
We've been saying it not just our last episode.
Probably
not
going to happen, but definitely lacking that World Series pedigree on the coaching staff, because we're just waiting. We're waiting for a coach to be added that knows how to win. Simple as that. Just someone.
And I don't think it's going to happen unless
I don't
they
think
do
it's
that.
going to happen, but we'll find out. We have a long way to go here with the off season, and just anything when it comes to coaching. The coaching staff is strictly speculation. We have no inside information here. Just
20, 30,
don't have
30 some odd years of watching. That's it.
Any leads or anyone we know inside the clubhouse that would have any idea about the workings and stuff. But just want to add two things that we forgot about last week. That Max Fried was awarded the Fielding Bible Award. It's an analytics driven, almost like a Gold Glove award. And Max Fried is a very, very good fielding pitcher. I'm sure he'll be on that list for Gold Gloves.
I would think.
You would assume so. So he was the Fielding Bible Award winner for pitchers. And 4 Silver Slugger nominees here for the Yankees: Cody Bellinger, Captain Aaron Judge, the 30-30 man Jazz Chisholm, and our emerging rising star Ben Rice. And we'll close it at this before we get into some different talk here. So just with Ben Rice, I just want to get it out there because I didn't make a video about it. We've been talking about, everyone knows, Kyle Tucker, Cody Bellinger, both who's going to be coming back.
It's a big conversation right now.
The speculation from Jim Bowden in The Athletic, he spoke about how Cody Bellinger is probably going to be looking for, like a 6-year, $167 million contract in that range. For Kyle Tucker, who's the prized possession this year, other than the Japanese imports that are coming, the prized number one free agent target for any contender.
Yeah.
They're saying he's going to be making well over $400 million for a 10-year contract. So a little off dialogue, and we said we were going to make a video about it, but we didn't. We didn't do a video about it. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
But could Ben Rice be that emerging star? The main question is, who's going to be the Robin to Judge's Batman that they had with Juan Soto? That dual superstar.
You need someone.
We have superstar pitchers, but a superstar, to go along with him in the lineup. That was reminiscent of the World Series season with Juan Soto.
Sure.
So could Ben Rice be that emerging superstar? I mean, if you put a Robin mask on him, pretty much you'd make a good Robin for with Halloween. Should be Robin for Halloween. But I mean, we're of the belief here. We're of the belief here that next year, with a full season emerging of Ben Rice as the full-time first baseman, just assuming that's what it's going to be, that he's going to hit well over 30 to 40 home runs.
Yeah.
Which would put him into that superstar caliber, and full season of non-platooning with someone like like they were doing with Goldschmidt. It would be not a strict platoon, but it was kind of.
Do you really foresee him catching a lot next year?
I mean, it depends. It depends. Could they?
Like, you think they're going to do what they did this year, where it's kind of like he's either catching first base?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be full time at either or, and most likely first base.
Yeah.
But the point I want to get across here is, could Ben Rice emerge to become the Robin to Aaron Judge's Batman? And we think so. So, there's been talk about, Bryce Harper being traded. Probably not.
Bryce Harper is not happy. He is not happy.
No.
He lost it. Oh, my God. That dude, who was it, Dombrowski, that said.
Yeah, Dave Dombrowski.
What did he say?
It was just that basically said that how, he had kind of a down season, didn't have really an elite Bryce Harper season. And
when he came out, Bryce Harper, I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
I agree with Bryce. Completely disregarded his wrist injury. I mean, injuries.
You got to take things into account. Come on.
Take things into account, but it's something to think about here. Could Ben Rice emerge as that superstar? We think so. I think so.
I think so.
But that doesn't say the Yankees should forget about bringing a superstar.
I mean, when you have to remember something also. Remember who's out there right now in that first base market. I mean, Pete Alonso is out there.
Pete Alonso's
That's
out,
that's
which
a big one.
He would be a Robin to Judge's
He
Batman.
would be perfect for
And
Judge.
it seems like he's going to be leaving the Mets, but
it seems that way. I mean, didn't he said something at the end of the
Yeah,
year?
it was-
Like, I'm a free agent.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, I was getting the vibe where he's not going to be in.
No, I
don't
think so. But I mean, we'll see how it goes here. I mean, with Akamoto, Munetaka Murakami.
I'm up on Akamoto.
Yeah,
I want to see that happen. I would
be a
love to see him Yankee.
Perfect fit for the Yankees.
Oh, great.
The captain of the Yomiuri.
And there's your Batman if he comes in.
Well, there's your Robin.
There's your Brown.
Judge's sidekick, which he needs.
He needs.
I mean, as good as Cody Bellinger is, as good as Cody Bellinger had, the season he had with the Yankees, he's not a, no offense, but he's not a top 10
I don't see the Yankees giving him not the money. I'm not even looking at the money. I don't see them giving him the years.
I would say 5-6 years tops.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get, and he's also Scott Boras' client.
Yep.
So he drives a hard bargain when he's got his little Yankee tax going on.
So is Akamoto and Murakami, and so it'll be an interesting drawn out offseason here.
It's gonna be so
just
long.
Again, just something to think about here. Could Ben Rice become the Robin to Judge's Batman? And we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
And then we just wanted to talk about, kind of get into some real talk here. I mean, it's
talk about a busy week. I mean, Halloween is like, I know everybody's busy Halloween. I know that. It's like, I know that, first of all, I want to have a quick discussion about Halloween decorations. Mm-hmm. I have to talk about this. I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong, I really do. I love Halloween, and we'll talk a little bit more about our background with Halloween and stuff like that.
Halloween.
We have a lot of ties to Halloween specifically, but what's with all the creepy decorations?
Scary stuff.
Don't get me wrong. I know people go to haunted houses and all that. I have no problem. I don't like it personally, but more power to you. You like it. You want to get scared. You have at it.
Oh, girls don't like it either. I mean, we have young children.
Little ones.
We have young children.
A lot, and there's, we live in a family neighborhood where there's a lot of children around in general, but why do people got to decorate like they own a haunted house? I don't want to. If I want to go, I'm going to pay to go. I don't want to drive down the block and watch the creepy stuff that's 12 feet tall and talk.
Where the girls
and they're
they want to
smoking
go home a certain way. They don't want to pass the house.
I can't take it. I can't take it. And I do feel bad because what we try to do, we have 2 of our children's birthdays are at the beginning of October.
Yeah.
So we try to separate birthday from Halloween. Now, we're good at this because Russ over here's birthday is on a holiday. So we try always to separate the 2.
Yes.
I don't think it's fair coming from a girl whose birthday is in April and doesn't have to worry about anything because Easter, I'm at the end of April, so we don't even have to worry about Easter. Mm-hmm. I don't like birthdays to get dumbed down because there's a holiday.
Yes.
So I take that very seriously. So when our daughters have their birthday in the beginning of October, which we do separate birthdays for them and joint birthdays for them, so we have family over and all that.
They're only a few days apart.
So 3 days apart. So we wait to do our Halloween stuff, decorations and all prepping until after their birthdays are over. Yes. Because I wanted Halloween is its own thing and their birthdays are their own thing. So now we usually put up this cute little Sanderson sister blow up outside.
Hocus Pocus for those.
Really cute. Like I don't like we said we don't like
it's a cute blow up.
It's so cute and the kids love it. Mm-hmm. This year the weather has been horrendous.
It's really windy, really cold.
Oh.
Winter. I mean, last night was freezing.
It was so bad. And we haven't put up any of our Halloween decorations.
No, not yet. I mean,
it's in a couple days. I mean, I don't think. Maybe we'll put up the Sanderson sisters on Halloween. But it's going to be so windy. And then it's a blow up, then we got to tie it. I don't know if it's worth it this year. I think we skip.
Maybe. We'll see how they feel. I
know, I feel bad. They've been asking. I feel so guilty. Maybe we'll put it in the house on Halloween. Ooh, that's a good idea. All right, we got to think about it.
We'll think about it.
But
It might be too big for the house, but
I love it though. It's so cute.
Halloween, especially just thinking of Halloween on a day like today.
So today, October 29th, is 5 years since my brother passed away.
Yeah.
And on Halloween, 10 years ago, this Halloween, my mom passed. So Halloween for a while has been
a gloomy
a
day.
little gloomy, yeah. I always loved Halloween though. I remember even my mom liked Halloween. It was always, like my brother was one of the biggest horror movie fans you would ever meet in your life. I mean, he loved classic horror movies, current horror movies. All he did was watch horror movies. All the time.
We were just talking
He
about,
loved it. He would have loved the creepy house.
He would have loved the creepy house. He would have loved Cam Scatabo.
Oh man. Talk about big fans. You guys think we're not?
He would have loved Jackson Dodd.
Yeah.
He missed Anthony Rizzo coming to the Yankees. He would have loved that.
Right after he passed, actually, was when we got Rizzo. I remember that.
He missed pretty much all of Aaron Judge's successes.
Yeah, well, he saw was the beginning where he was coming
He only knew Giancarlo Stanton as the postseason bum. He never seen him, perform.
He's saying to me, I don't know why you like him.
He would have loved the Knicks right now. He was a big time Knicks fan. Having the Knicks being relevant again, and he wouldn't have liked the Rangers.
He would have been very upset by it. Although they won last night.
Shut out last night. They had
2-0, right? I think it was. Yeah.
Mika Zibanejad scored early, and Carrick had an empty netter at the end. But rest in peace, brother-in-law. We're always thinking about you.
But we do always talk about so this is the first year I'm going to be working on Halloween. So ever since my mom passed, I always took off on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really lucky because my boss I have right now is, he's a family guy. He's got a lot of kids. He's got a big family. He understands we live the same life. And I was talking to him. I don't even know if I told you this. I was talking to him about, a little bit about our family background. I've only been with him for under 2 years. So we're still in the process of kind of getting to know each other and knowing our history. It's a very small place I work. It's only 4 of us. So we're kind of always talking to each other. And I was telling him, I said, this is the first time I'm going to be working on Halloween. And, I'm very lucky. He turned around and said to me, are you sure you want to work? And he was very compassionate about it. And I said, you know what? I think it's time.
Yeah.
So kids are in school.
It's been 10 years.
I can't believe it's been 10 years. I mean, so she passed when we were engaged.
Yes.
We had already planned our wedding with her and your mom and everything. It was already done. Everything was planned and set and all that. And after a long illness, heart illness, congestive heart failure.
That's why we always say, make sure you're up on all your checkups.
Don't ignore symptoms.
Don't ignore
ever.
Things. If something's bothering you,
ever.
If something don't feel right, even if you're a little paranoid, it's okay.
Just ask.
Just ask.
And not even my mom for that one. More Anthony.
More Anthony.
Because what happened with my brother is that he apparently, which we don't really have any. He never told anyone.
Just all we knew was that for about a week and a half, he just had really bad headaches.
He was complaining about headaches. And then we had found out after the fact that he had fallen and banged his head at work, but he didn't tell anyone.
Or some kind of head
Something
trauma
like that happened.
Injury.
We worked a very, very physical job. And it was during COVID. And everyone was kind of really stressed out and all of that. And he ended up having a brain bleed that, he had emergency surgery, but it wasn't enough. And that was that. But, he's my prime example of, and I tell my patients this, I'm a dental hygienist, and I tell people this all the time when they tell me symptoms, oh, it's just a headache.
No,
it's not just a headache.
It could be.
Make sure you know what is going on with you, because if he had gone to the doctor, we probably could have avoided this entire situation.
Yeah.
So that being said, we have small children, and Halloween is Halloween, and we're not going to sit around and sulk because we're not the family that sits around and sulks.
It's different with the kids. And Emma, who knew him, from young age, but she was 3
when he passed.
Yeah, she was 3.
She turned 3 right before he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just very important,
Yeah.
just to take care of yourself and, force yourself to, because without your health,
Got nothing.
you've really got nothing.
And you know what? We learned that the hard way this year with you too, with you going on disability and hurting your back. I mean, it really,
It's still a work in
and
progress.
that was a long time of working through pain
Yeah,
and working
years.
through the
Years.
issues
I mean,
that have been going on
I'm
for, I've
37
known you
years
for almost
old.
20 years.
Yeah.
I've known you most of your life with a bad back.
37 years old. I've had a bad back since I was like 19.
Yeah.
No explanation for it. Just just
But now
don't ignore it, because you make yourself become in a situation like we're having now.
yeah, and you know what? You've now, after having this happen, and now have gone through PT for months and cortisone shots and all that stuff. Now you know, and you are
Now-
more aware, and you're more careful about what you do, and you're exercising more to make sure that you're strengthening your back and that these things aren't happening again. Everybody's got the struggles.
Yeah.
Everybody's got the struggles. That's how you get through it, and that's October always brings that to the forefront. I mean, going back a very long time, October always had its pluses and minuses. I mean,
Yeah.
your grandfather passed away October 8th,
During
2009.
October 8th, it was during the division series of the 2009 World Series against.
And
the
we were
Twins.
working for the Yankees at the
We were
time.
working, yep, and that's why I always say, like, I really wish they would win another World Series, because he's the reason why I'm the type of Yankee fan
Yeah.
I am today. As you see, right behind us, there's his.
He was at
there's-
Don Larson's
There's
perfect
his
game.
ticket stub from Game
Yep.
5 right there, 1956. Don Larson's perfect game. There's the ticket stub. We have his the old picture from his den. That
Yeah,
you've
you guys
seen.
do the stuff in the
You've
background of the
seen it.
videos, all of
They're all with meaning. It's nothing
very close to our heart. Every item.
But
that we have.
that's why I want another World Series so bad, because for me, not for us, we didn't enjoy 2009 World Series.
No,
It wasn't anything of.
And we were
really-
young.
And
We were so young.
I remember, Anthony. We were young. We were dating Anthony, Jess's brother, how he tried to make it such a big thing that the Yankees won when he passed. He tried to, but just very an emotional time. Seeing the Yankees, win in such close proximity to, my grandfather's passing. But so we need to win again.
We need to win again. And you know what, too?
For many different reasons.
And you know what, too? I really feel like for the kids.
Well, yes.
Because growing up, we had, 1996, I was 7 years old. You were 9 years old. It's
around Emma's age.
God, I know nothing else. Even though we've gone so long, it doesn't mean anything to us right now, because that's how we grew up.
And then after the three-peat and the 4 World Series in 5 years, we just I know those days are far in the past here now. And seeing the Dodgers do it, if the Dodgers win, they'll be the first team in baseball to go back-to-back since the Yankees.
Isn't that amazing?
In 99 and 2000. And the Yankees made it in 2001 and lost. So they were that close to a three-peat, Game 7.
Yeah.
And, such is life.
Yeah. Well, that's
we don't really don't really want to make it like a downer episode.
It's not a downer. It's not
this
a downer.
is I figured I don't want to come on here and I didn't feel like talking about a World Series.
Even though it always just comes into the conversation
the
anyway.
Yankees aren't in. I didn't want to talk about the Giants' injuries and kind of even fluff an episode here.
Yeah.
Try to draw something up. With the rumors coming on, with the free agency.
We're going to be talking about all.
We'll be talking about all that once this World Series ends, and after 4 games here now, series tied 2-2. It's probably going to go to 7.
Yeah.
And we'll start seeing the dominoes fall, but it's going to be. We have plenty of time this off season to talk about off season content. It's going to be a long off season.
Yeah.
And definitely feels like it, especially with the Giants and the Jets. Not really.
It's kind of rough all around right now.
Non-competitive, especially after the Giants' injuries now. Just football has not been good in the tri-state area here in New York
a good while.
for over. I mean, I don't know the exact, but it feels like over 10
It feels
years
like
now.
that. I don't even know if that's right, but it feels that way.
Just and
But you know what? Talking about 10 years, 10 years, how many things happened in those 10 years? You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of things happen.
It's
and a lot of things happen with our personal lives. And I figured it was time for us to, start sharing some more, personal stuff. I mean, we're not just, we're not just a mom and dad. We're a husband and wife. We're best friends, and figured we can just share a little bit of our lives with you, other than just hearing us ramble about the Yankees and Giants,
which is what we do most of the time.
which takes a lot of our time. But
it's usually what we're doing regardless.
It's a lot, we have a lot more, to us than that. And I figured, today, especially today, being what this week is, Halloween week, it would be a fitting time to give a little background for those who don't know. And it just
because I know you guys see us, we post pictures of the kids, we're talking about sports, we're doing just, light stuff, but
we always try to keep it light. But
we try to keep it light because of all of these things that always kind of linger, But hey, listen, things happen.
The salt truck.
Was that what that was?
Sanitation running salt truck training outside.
I mean, listen, last winter.
It feels like it's cold enough to snow. I don't know. It feels cold.
I mean, you think we're gonna get snow this year? Last year, when's the last time? Let's be real. Okay, so last year we had like one little snowstorm.
No, the last big snowstorm was what, like 3 years ago? Like the blizzard, the last 2020. Was it during the pandemic?
Right, I was pregnant.
Emma was the little baby. Yeah, you were pregnant when Angelina.
Yeah, so that was 5 years ago, Russ.
Was it?
It's 5 years.
It was a while.
And
that was a real blizzard.
So Angelina really never saw.
No, Angie never saw snow.
So last year when we had that little baby, a couple inches,
she was out.
Oh my goodness!
It stuck on the ground.
She was.
In the car. She was like.
She hated it. She was screaming. She was like, it's so wet and cold. She was outside for 5 minutes.
Angie's
crying to come in.
Yeah.
And then Emma didn't want to come in because she missed the snow. She's like, I haven't seen snow in so long. She was outside for like an hour making a snowman.
The life of a 4-year-old, you never seen snow.
Oh my God, I felt so bad for Angie. I mean, I loved snow as a kid. Once it snowed, I was like, yeah, this is my time. Mm-hmm. I love the snow. I was outside all the time. We had a hill a couple blocks away from our house that we would go to when we were I went to when I was young. That I go with my cousins and we would slide up and down that hill with our regular sleds and trash can covers and all that stuff. Yeah. Right. But it's not like that really anymore. Although maybe this year will be different. I mean, it's so cold already. We were looking at pictures from last year, the last 2 years of Halloween, and we were outside in short sleeve shirts. Yeah. And this Halloween is supposed to be freezing, and it's going to be so windy.
It's supposed to be cold and windy, so we'll see. I
don't know. I mean, we planned well this year. So, like Emma's costume, she said this might be her last hurrah being a princess. She said, I think this is the last year I'm going to be a princess, Mommy. And I'm like, all right. Obviously the Ariel this year. The wig is not having it, but we'll deal with that on Halloween again. But Angelina just decides she's as obsessed with the zombies movies and she's going to be some character for the new zombies.
Disney's movies. Zombies, which
nobody really knows who she is. It's so funny.
And it's kind of she's kind of like not too young.
She's a little young for the show. But she loves it.
It's more like what do you call that? Like a tweenage, not teenage.
Tweenage. Yeah.
And
but she loves it so much. I mean, it has really good songs. I get it.
And Camille
loves songs.
Camille will be good in the Stitch costume.
Oh yeah, I planned ahead this year. I had a feeling because last year she looked, even though it was warm out, she was like.
And we'll definitely share a picture of them. So you all will see that.
But the onesie costume tip for anybody, 2 or under, just get them a onesie costume. You don't got to worry about it. And if it's hot, you just unzip it. It's fine. You'll deal with it. But you got to prepare for the cold because I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
And then just do all in between the birthday parties, the Halloween parties.
Yeah, I know. School, they have a Halloween parade for the little ones. And then we have another thing, we have coming up is All Saints Day, which is big in our parish. Mm-hmm. the kids in certain grades, the kids get chosen to be saints to come to mass, which is very nice. So that'll be nice. That's on the Sunday after, so we have a little bit of a gap time there.
Yeah, Emma was chosen to be the Blessed Mother.
Yeah, which means a lot.
Which is pretty big for us. If you know, for everyone out there who knows us, it's a big deal.
Yeah, that was a big deal. Everyone was kind of like, oh, wow. Like, okay, I get it,
All in all, it all makes, what used to be a sad day, used to be a sad week, makes it into, somewhat fun. And, with the kids, a lot of things change.
Yeah. You know what? I realize now.
Usually for the good.
I realize now, like, my parents went through a lot of hardship and losses from before I was born. And my mom and my dad always said to me, my father still says all the time, the kids are what keep you going. Because you have to. You have no choice. You got to take care of them. You got to make sure they eat. You got to make sure that they're clean and comfortable and they do their homework and all of this stuff. And it kind of makes your day-to-day move a little bit more and keeps you on track of where you need to be. And then you can sit back sometimes. Sometimes, like, 2 weeks will go by and I'll be like, whew, that was like a marathon, but you realize how much you accomplished in that time too. And it's nice to look back and see all the things, especially with the kids, you see how they're growing and learning and all this stuff. I mean, I'm just doing multiplication now. We're doing times tables and all that stuff. It keeps you definitely busy. That's for sure.
Talk about relearning subjects. It's so much different.
Math is so different. School
in general is very different, but
I know a lot of schools got rid of homework and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad that we still have it because I'm one of those moms where, like, I need to see you do it to make sure you understand it.
Yeah.
If I don't see you do it, I don't know what you know. And then I'm going to worry. Do they actually know it? Are they just telling me they're okay? Or are they doing, like, even if you get test scores, like, do you really understand it? Because I'm very big on the test score is only part of it. You need to understand it. And that's why we're working hard with Emma now with the math, because, I mean, let's be real. Of all the things you learn in math throughout your life, and I don't know, maybe this is just me. I always joke, I think my mother taught me shopping math because I can calculate a sale in 2 seconds flat. And times tables are a really big part of that.
Well, it helps.
Like, my times tables were really important still.
Percentage off, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I'm using
calculating
that
yourself.
A lot. Even in work, I mean, that's hygienist. I'm calculating things a lot. So, like, those things when you work in science or something technical or even just shopping, your grocery shopping and making sure your money is going as far as it can go, that stuff is really important. I'm not too worried about chemistry and stuff like that. I'm more concerned about your basic math and being able to do it without whipping your phone out every time, because you can't always whip your phone out.
With the calculator.
I mean, we were always told you're not going to have a calculator, but here we are, calculators in our hands, and here we go. But you know what? I can't always pull my phone out and calculate something. Sometimes I got to use my mental math.
I'm scanning over.
Anything else that we have to talk about sports-wise?
Yeah, there was that last one from Doug Analytics, but that was it.
Okay.
That there have been 7 plays this season where an offense ran the ball for 26 plus yards to go for a first down. Only 2 were successful. Both of the successful ones were against the Giants defense. That's
not a shocker. Not very surprising.
That's all I had after the 38-20 loss.
I'm looking at myself in the camera and I'm looking at my hair. And if anybody has any tips,
no matter what, we still come back to sports.
We always do. We always come back to sports. That's the way life goes. Hello. Look around. If anybody has any hair tips on growing out the gray, I've made a decision. The problem is I use box dye way too many times. So now I have this crazy, you can't see the lighting in here, but I have some crazy red on like this half. I think I'm just going to stick with the semi-permanent dyes for now and let it wash. I don't know. Oh man, so many things. You looking at yourself in the camera.
I got shaved.
Things. Well, you tried a beard for what?
I know.
10 hours.
It was like I didn't shave for a week and a half, and I grew it in. But it's just I feel dirty. I don't know.
Well, you're not used to it. You never had it. Yeah. All right, guys. I think we ranted enough for today. What do
That's
you think?
that's an episode for the
That's
week.
an episode.
We got nothing else.
We will talk to you guys in November.
Yeah.
When is the projected game 7? Do we know when that is? Like, if let's say it goes
All right. So where
the
are we at?
full game 7. Okay, let's see.
I got it right here.
You got it?
So Friday night, game 6.
On Halloween, game 6. Okay.
And then
Projected game 7, Saturday at 8
so
o'clock.
game 7 Saturday. So
So by the time we talk to you guys,
will we see
we'll have
another
a winner.
Mr. November? Will we see another Mr. November?
Midnight. That was crazy.
Well, they'll be playing Saturday, November 1st.
I know. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't.
They're gonna be. The series is tied.
No. I mean, the Mr. November. That doesn't have to happen. It could just be, a blowout in the early innings. I don't know.
I'll say Ernie Clement.
Oh yeah.
A player.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a real.
I hate to say that about somebody on the team.
We'll close it at this. Reverting back to baseball.
We always do.
Pay close attention to the way the Blue Jays play baseball, because that is how I kind of want the Yankees to pluck kind of players like that. We need
absolutely. We need guys who know how to play the game.
Gamers.
Yeah.
Grinders. That old school type of player. A little bit more of that, less swing and miss.
Yeah.
That's how the Blue Jays, made it this far. A little bit of grit, less swing and miss, still hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
You can't take that away from anybody.
It's not all one way. It's not all the other way. It's a little bit in the middle.
And I just had a really good idea, so I'm just going to spit it out there before we start recording. I think that we should put up a video today about who is your favorite player on another team. Because I was just saying how much I love players like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate saying how much I love a Blue Jay, but how are you going to take anything away from Vlad? I mean, come on.
Vladdy Jr., I know.
Like, come on.
As much as he kills the Yankees.
As much as I couldn't stand the Red Sox, Dustin
Pedroia. I know.
How do I not? Come on.
As baseball fans first.
No more.
You always
no more.
The rivals.
So I think that, and we'll talk about it next week a little bit. We'll see what kind of response we get.
I was always like that with Big.
That would be a fun episode to do. I think that we're going to work on that, and we're going to make some lists of our favorite ball players, non-Yankees. And we will talk to you guys in November.
Have a good one, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.